The Adventures of Todd and Suzy, written by H. Paul Cote, read by Tony Smith. Enjoy a magical mystery tour of historical locations as Todd and Suzy investigate the past in a time machine. Take the journey with his brother and sister as they go into the past and feel the excitement while they watch history unfold with the ones that made it. Even if you're not a history buff, the book is still very educational. You will still find it exciting to travel with them. Intended for readers of age 8 and up to the adult kid. Feel the passion and excitement of visits through time with some of the Wright brothers, the first aviators. Thomas Edison, an inventor and businessman. Albert Einstein. The inventor Alexander Bell. South End Grounds Baseball Park in Boston. The Big Boston Fire. Boston Tea Party. Know the true history. President Abraham Lincoln. Amelia Earhart, famous aviator. Florence Nightingale, the founder of Red Cross. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., civil rights leader for freedom. And enjoy an overnight steamboat ride down the Mississippi. Here's a page out of the book. The lady replied, "My name is Amelia, and it's nice to meet you too. I just landed here the other day to refuel and head back to California." Suzy asks, "Are you Amelia Earhart?" Amelia says, "Yes. You have heard of me?" Suzy replies, "Yes, and have read your book. It was named The Fun of It. I found it very interesting, learning about your experiences on flying and being the first woman aviator. Can you tell us more about yourself? I've always liked aviation, going from one place to another. Please, tell us a little bit about yourself. We'd just love to hear how you got started, some of your travels." Amelia answered, "I am really impressed to come across somebody just outside of Mexico City on an old airstrip. Well, let's see. How far back should I go?" Amelia starts telling Todd and Suzy some of her stories. When Amelia came back inside, she asked, "You kids want to go for a ride?" Suzy's face brightened up. "In the plane? Yes! That'll be fun! Right now?" Amelia agreed. "Yeah, come on, let's go. Todd, you rode in a plane before?" Todd replies, "No, not in a plane, but I'm excited." Amelia began twisting knobs and flipping switches. Todd's guessing each one is for a motor. Then she pushes one back up, and the plane begins to turn around. Now we have begun to taxi over to the runway. They can hear and feel the power of the engines throughout the inside of the plane as they finally made their way over the airstrip. Then she says, "Hold on, here we go." As she starts to pull back the two throttles, the plane begins to speed up down the airstrip. She continues to pick up speed as she pulls back on the steering wheel. Todd and Suzy began to feel the plane lift off the ground. Then they begin to look out the window and notice things on the ground getting smaller. For a moment they feel weightless, just a little bit. As she begins to bank the plane, it feels strange. Not a bad strange, but when you're banking it a turn, gravity force holds you in your seat, along with the seat belt. Here's another page out of the book. As they head over to the street corner, there is a newspaper laying on a bench. Todd picks it up to see what the date reads. Friday, April 14th, 1865. They sit on the bench for a minute or two. Todd thinks something about that date sounds familiar. Wasn't that the year Abraham Lincoln got shot? Says Suzy, before Todd can reach his conclusion. I think so, but I'm not sure. I do remember it was on a Good Friday. What date was Good Friday on back in 1865? Then Suzy notices a well-dressed woman walking down the boardwalk. And Suzy asks the lady, "Excuse me, ma'am, can you tell me what day Good Friday's on?" The woman looks back at Suzy. "Silly girl," shaking her head. "You know it's today." The kids quickly make their way to Ford's Theater and find them a seat inside. Now, all I can do is speculate where President Lincoln is sitting. As Todd leans his head forward to get a better view, he notices a special area with 2 American flags draped underneath the opening of the booth. That looks like maybe a private booth. Notice how the balcony has drapes with gold colors and white inserts? Todd can't tell from where he is sitting if the president is sitting up there or not. Knowing that President Lincoln is about to get shot, Todd starts to think, what to do? What can I do? What should I do? Todd looks around and sees a soldier posted at little side doors. Todd wants to stand up and turns to Suzy for approval. She gives Todd a nod. Todd goes to step out into the aisle and hears a loud noise. It's a gun being fired. Everybody starts rushing for the doors. They knew if they didn't move quickly, they were going to get trampled down. This crowd was no different than a cattle stampede. Todd runs back over to the seat where Suzy is and waits for the crowd to ease on outside. Then they can ease out also. Then Todd, at that moment, gets to thinking, it's too late. It's too late. There is nothing we can do. Todd stalls and waits too long. Right away, there are a bunch of blue coat Union soldiers running in, pointing their guns with bayonets around, like they are looking for someone. They hear somebody standing on the stage saying, The President's been shot. Someone quickly. Go get the doctor. Someone hurry. He's bleeding bad. He's been shot in the head. The President's been shot in the head. Can somebody go get the doctor? And hurry, fast. Then one of the soldiers looks down at us and begins waving his gun to one side, saying, Go. You had better go. You need to get outside. Thanks for listening. The book will make enjoyable reading for hours upon end.